Hey guys, leave your ego at the door. This is very relevant, I'd say. Uh, the reason I'm speaking about this is because I had nearly guillotined myself a couple of times actually now for benching, getting a little too confident in that weight and failing a different way. I'll explain. Also, like fucking up the bracing for my stiff leg deadlifts. You don't want your back to hurt too much, you know. Lower back, it's a very sensitive place. So if you fuck up your stiff leg deadlifts, go too far, it's no good. So yeah, it's like about times that you justify bad form to get more reps in because it satisfies you, or go into failure on accident on exercises that are dangerous to go to failure on without proper precautions. So yeah, for bench, it's a good word of caution that you should always focus on getting a full rep in if you can. If you're confident about getting a full rep in, do it. Be more cautious. Don't go for that PR if you don't think you can do it. Basically, that's all it is. And if you are going to fail, if you're like, say, if you're benching like this, imagine this is like a normal bench position, yeah? You can go down there, right? And then you can get up, put it on the stomach, and then roll it down or something like that. If you hook it on like the second bit, it's a bit sus. It's a bit problematic because if you miss the railing, because there's basically a railing where like there's a first rung, second rung. First rung is way closer to your head. So if you miss that first rung on either side, you're getting a little bit of an accident there. It's no good for bench. Lift, that's dangerous to go failure on. Best defense is to have a spot, like I mentioned already. Second best, know how to fail properly. Oh yeah, it's called the roll of shame, where you go on belly wise when you fail, and then you can like slowly roll it off. And you should always practice failing as well. That's a very good idea. So you push comes to shove, you actually know what you're doing. Substitution, try other safer exercises to get similar results. Yeah, if you want to go real hard, just switch to something safer, or get like a way to get safeties in or something like that. Maybe like angled bench with safeties in a squat rack, and then like you can pretty much like hit about there. Mindfulness, have one rep in reserve, just the mindset of going easier on this exercise and humble your ego. I try to go for reps I can do. Most of the time. Most of the time I try to do that. Sometimes I get a little too cocky and I face the risk of death or severe injury or minor injury or embarrassment. Whichever one I roll the dice on. On bracing for stiff leg deadlifts, being near perfectionists, do not excuse bad form and practice warm-up reps every session of your exercise to get a proper ritual where you only go in with safer, less risky reps of any at all. Yeah, I think I remember what it was. It was like I felt a click in my lower back basically. It was like, and I could barely like, felt like intense pain as soon as I had that click. I was like, ah. Then I couldn't really do much for like a week for that exercise. Just no good. Part of this is realizing the consequences that will follow, like what I just mentioned. Uh, Stuff like a lower back injury with possible months or years of rehabilitation to recover, or spinal misalignment. I was very lucky in the fact that I didn't fuck up super badly. From bench, it's death through asphyxiation and possibly a broken windpipe, or paralysis from neck down. Yeah, it's no joke. There are times I've been closest to near-death experiences. Yeah, where other times in a different timeline who, to 50% less effective could have seriously injured themselves or died on the bench. If you want to be most effective in gym, be consistent and avoid injury at all costs. Just be aware what kind of exercise you're doing. If you're doing a squat, be a little bit safer on it. If you're doing a bench, be a little bit safer if you're not doing if you're not have a spotter. Deadlifts, try good form only. If you're doing, those are the main three I'd say. Though I've graduated into hex bar, which is I think is just better, and I don't do stiff legs anymore. I didn't like the exercise anyway, so I was like, nah, I might as well just like go all in on stiff leg. Sorry, hex bar, which is I think is like I prefer it over the normal deadlifts anyway. So I simplified it. I just do the things I like more now. So yeah, that's it. I think it's a nice short video for you guys. Have a good time. See ya.